Hello Aquarius, hope you're all doing well today. This is your love advice reading from the 1st of April until about the 15th. And what I want to say is Abrahamic says every single person that comes into our lives has got the ability to make us very, very happy. And it all starts going wrong for sometimes the stupidest of reasons, People can be making the date and going to the restaurant, and she can have bought the new dress and had her hair done and been all excited to see him, and he could have got his best clothes on and been all excited to see her. And then maybe he doesn't say anything about the dress, or maybe he doesn't say anything about her. And then maybe she starts thinking, well, that's not very good, is it? I've spent all this time and he's not even bothered to say anything. And she starts sitting there sulking, and he starts thinking, do you know what? I've paid money to come here, and she's sitting there with a face like a slapped horse. I don't know why I've bothered. And it all just goes horribly wrong for the stupid of reasons. And that's why I always bring these relationship readings back to you, because you're the most important person. And if we can sort of get you right or help you in some way, shape, or form, then hopefully everything goes right, So, yes, let's make a start, Aquarius. All right, this is your first card, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Now, upright, obviously, this is a very, very slow moving, ploddy movement forward. Now, whether you feel like you've put time and effort into something and you're just wasting your time, whether you feel like you've given it enough time and it's just not even worth bothering anymore, or whether you've just closed off from someone. But what I want to say is really this fortnight, work on getting that the right way up a little bit. All right. Every relationship takes time and effort and a bit of consideration and a bit of compromise. And every single person that we meet isn't necessarily going to be, how can I put it? Maybe not perfect, because we're not perfect. We're all a bit of a work in progress. And I think it's so easy sometimes to maybe give up on things and think, oh, I don't know, that person doesn't like this and this person doesn't like that. And I think to find a perfect person who likes every single film that you do and every single song that you do would be damn near impossible. And I think what I would say from this is, I think try and work on getting this upright. Whether you don't want to be with that person anymore, then that's absolutely fine and dandy. But I wouldn't stay in this energy. I would maybe work at like finding a new person and moving on and getting yourself happy, and see it like Rome was never built in a day. Every relationship's going to take a bit of time and effort to get there. All right. What I want to say, though, let's put these two cards together. The next card is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, whatever you've given up at or given or not bothered with or not trying with, I would say that you're actually going into a very contented space. And whether you did need a little bit of time out, whether you just needed to work on getting yourself happy and getting yourself contented with what you've got and where you are. All right. But again, I won't stay in this forever, but it may be just a bit of time that you need, a bit of time to sort of, again, work on yourself, maybe work on getting this contentment and this happiness in your own life. Okay. The next card you've got, and I'll again probably read these two together because they are sort of meant to be read as a story and not just a separate card. This Five of Cups is reversed, is very much coming out of like any disappointments and any upsets that you've had to face. And this again is just getting yourself in a way better position where you're not still thinking and dwelling on things that have gone wrong or relationships that haven't worked. And again, we do need to sort of get over that to some extent before we go into other relationships. We can't still be thinking about the old person, or still thinking about, what's gone wrong or things that have never worked out. So again, whether there is some of this, what has gone on recently, this Eight of Wands reversed upright, it's to do with messages, whether you've stopped messaging someone or someone has stopped messaging you. Whether again there is some disappointment there or upset of something that didn't work out or something that didn't go according to plan. But again, from how I would see this, if you want this back or something has gone a little bit pear-shaped here, please get that Knight of Wands the right way up, and please work on fixing this. If you don't want that person back, then work on maybe, again, getting that Knight of Wands the right way up and finding somebody who is right for you, Aquarius. You know, nobody's necessarily meant to be alone forever. You know, there is always perfect people out there. You can always find people. All right. The next card you've got, this is from the Whispers of Love Oracle, and this is be authentic to who you are. And it's not about making do with the wrong person, because that's never the answer, neither is it? You know that. You can never sort of tolerate indefinitely, and maybe this is where this giving up's coming in from your end, that maybe you did try with somebody who you felt you was sort of banging red against a brick wall with, and you felt wasn't good for you. And I wouldn't see any disappointment from your cards, in all fairness. The Ten of Cups upright is a very much a contented card and a very much a happy card. So whether you're sort of over it a little bit, but this be authentic to you are is very much again of making, like, being authentic to yourself and not sort of tolerating or making do with the wrong person, but also how can I put it, realizing that every single person you meet isn't really going to always be perfect. Every single person is, to some extent, as I said before, is going to be, you know, totally different from you, maybe, think differently than you, maybe have different ideas, and it can come right if you honestly stick with it. It's honestly your choice, Aquarius, really, of how you want to live your life. You know, as I was saying before, every single person has got the potential to make you very happy, and it's really what you're doing with it. You know, I don't mean that we should ever tolerate people who are absolute idiots. Then that's not what I'm saying. But I think, as I was saying before, you can put the time and effort into relationships, and you can sort of wait for the dust to settle a little bit, especially when there's arguments or there's conflicts there. Then sometimes we can have a massive need to react to people, to think, sod it, I'm not trying anymore, sod it, I'm putting all the work in here. And sometimes it does take that Knight of Pentacles being the right way up and thinking every relationship is going to take time, and every relationship is going to have bumps in the road. So, you know, take that for what it is, Aquarius. I hope that was a little bit of help to you. I wish you all the very, very best. Have a good fortnight, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.